So a Loose Women survey has revealed that over a quarter of you actually have gone on holiday with it, which I have to say I was quite surprised by, Brenda. Were you not?
I'm very surprised. I'm a definite hell no. It's not happening. I mean, I do not want to be on holiday with my ex, his new, whatever, and then I'm there. No.
What problems would you foresee, Brenda?
I mean, what problems wouldn't you foresee? It's like if you imagine, you might get a little bit when you're on holiday. You might have a little bit to drink, a bit too much, and then all of a sudden somebody says something and they bring up something and they're like, "Well, you never told me that," and then it's going to start all these arguments, and then before you know it, you're all exes.
But what if your kids
on the beat?
But what if your kids wanted you to do it for their sake because they want you to go along and have a family holiday?
Are they paying for this holiday?
That'd be a no then.
If they're paying, they can make any choice they want. If I'm paying, I choose who comes to any holiday.
But have you ever had an amicable breakup with an ex?
No.
Right. have you not?
No, I have. Yes, I have.
I don't think she has.
I don't think she has. No way.
OK, everybody's coming for me today. No, I have had amicable breakups, but it's a breakup for a reason. I'm a very strong believer in breakup.
Well, I think you're right, Saira. I mean, we talk about Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin and Liam Payne and
They're
Cheryl.
consciously uncoupled, which means
yeah,
that
but
they
it's
were
usually
friends.
about the kids, isn't it? And showing the kids that everyone's adult and everyone's mature and everyone can still get on, and it is about them. So in that is because your kids are smaller, obviously.
Yeah, they
Steve,
are.
we're not saying anything's going down. Don't worry about it. But you could see yourself doing it, could you?
Yeah, I could, because I do think it depends on how you break up. So, of course, if it's amicable, and I would ask my kids, because right now our family holidays means the world to us, and our kids love spending time with us. They do, because they're young and they're kind of forced to go on holiday with us. But I do think that if something would happen between Steve and I would like to think, for the sake of the family and the times that we had, and for the sake of our children, that we could be friends and go on holiday together. But I would have no problem with that.
Have you ever heard this thing? It's said quite often that actually moving house and going on holiday can be two of the most stressful things within a family.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, even when you're all really happy, sometimes a holiday's hard work.
And the expectation is huge that everyone's going to have the best time ever and it's going to be fabulous, and then you've got that on top of it.
Can you imagine it would just be exhausting, because
But
the
you have
whole
to
time you've got to
organise
pretend
it.
you're fine with it. You've got to listen to the
Yes,
other
Mummy and
part.
Daddy still get on really well.
Anyone for a barbecue?
But
And
then
I
I
think
think
children
you'd plan
pick
it,
up on
though. I
that.
think you'd plan it, though. You'd plan it so that, you know, you wouldn't be in each other's pockets and perhaps you'd just come together. I don't know, but I think
it's a
can
lovely
see
idea.
how
But
it
then
works.
there's going on holiday with the ex, right, OK, so you can maybe get through that. But if the ex has a new partner...
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's like a whole other
That's a whole
dimension, isn't
different-
it?
Well, that's what Mrs. Consciously Uncoupling does.
Did she?
Yeah. She went away
don't
with
go
her new fella, who is as hot as Brad Pitt was. She's her new husband, and then her old husband, her ex-husband, and his new partner, Dakota Johnson, her from 50 Shades of Grey. And they all went away together on one of their honeymoon.
But they're adults,
It was
Nadia.
Gwyneth's honeymoon.
They're adults
That's
and they
weird.
get on.
I'm sorry.
That's weird. I agree, it's weird.
That's weird. Oh, Saira, come on.
No, I don't see a problem with it. If you all get on and you're adults and you like each other's company, they obviously all get on, don't they?
I think it's a really good way to think.
And if you don't fancy your ex, you know, they are an ex for a reason, aren't they? So there's what's the issue?
I think on paper, and I think you're right to have the attitude
I
that
think
you've
I
got.
could do it.
But I think in reality,
I didn't mean to laugh.
I think
sorry.
in reality it'd be a whole... And, you know, what you were saying there, that the children would like it and be lovely with the children. I don't think we can ever underestimate how much children do pick up on, and that kind of... You know, that kind of,
I think you're
feeling
going to
that
have to be straight with the children from the beginning and say, look, unfortunately, well, obviously they know you've split up and, you know, life is going to change and, yes, you know, we both still love you, etc., etc. But, you know, going on holiday together in the future is not really going to be an option. So I think you've got to make your decision and make sure the kids are comfortable with it, but you make the decision, not the children. I don't think you're led by the children in that
I
situation.
disagree again. I think I would, if my kids wanted me to go on holiday with my ex-partner,
But of course,
I would
of
be
course they're gonna
grown up.
want
Yeah,
that.
but I would be grown up enough to say, look, adults can do this. Adults can, you know, get on, be mature, and do something for somebody else to make them happy. I
luck with
genuinely
that.
think that.
Hang on. Syra, to back you up here, Sharon says we were divorced from each other, but we still went on a holiday together with the children. He is my best friend. And we actually remarried 10 years ago, and we still go to the same place.
Oh, see,
They were still feelings, you see?
That's not bad.
Here's somebody else, Heidi saying we're going away this year for a few days with our children, despite being divorced for 8 years. We're really good friends, and hopefully we will all have a good time. Oh, they're very mature people out there.
they're very
I love it. I
Because
think it's-
divorce doesn't have to be nasty. You can still get on after divorce.
Unless your name's Brenda.
Just don't divorce Brenda.